Hi everybody and welcome to another week of meals on the SeeSaw. So it is Sunday night, it's our first day back from holiday and we've gone simple and comfort food tonight. So these are southern fried chicken steaks, we get them from the freezer section at Aldi. I've got obviously baked beans and then I've made up a cheese and potato pie, and basically that's mashed potato. You mash the potato up with butter, some seasoning, a little bit of milk, and then you put plenty of cheese in it, put it into a casserole dish, put some fried onions over the top or some sautéed onions over the top and some more cheese, and just let it bake in the oven for about 15 minutes till the top cheese becomes melty and the onions finish cooking through. I do sometimes make it with the onions stirred through, but Caleb's not a big fan of onions other than crispy fried onions, so I've just put them on the top so that he could take them off of his portion. But it's pure comfort, kind of nursery food, as some people would call it. Cheese and potato pie was one of my absolute favourite things to eat when I was a child. I had it with baked beans, often with no meat, as a regular. My mum would make it for me if I was feeling a bit off colour, a bit, out of sorts, a bit under the weather. This would be my comfort food. So looking forward to this on a Sunday evening as we start to think about getting back into a routine. Hi everybody, so it's Monday night, it's Bank Holiday Monday. I'm back to work tomorrow, so I've had a really lazy, relaxing day today after our busy week of holiday. In fact, we all have. Tony popped out and ran some errands this morning, but we've all had a relaxing day. Caleb and I have had a pyjama day, so we haven't even gotten properly dressed today. But sometimes you need a day like that. So tonight we're having something a little bit different, sort of a take on pulled pork. So in the crock pot this morning, I put in 2 packs of the lean pork steaks, those kind of sirloin steaks, with about 200 mils, I suppose, of boiling water, and I crumbled in a stock cube. And I happen to have a pork stock cube, so I used that, but you could use chicken or vegetable stock cubes, something like that instead. And then I just let that cook all day, probably about 5 hours on low. I then shredded apart the pork, and then sprinkled in 4 teaspoons of gravy granules. I've used chicken gravy, but you could use whatever you have. And then just covered it and let it sit while I made everything else ready for dinner. So it is like roast pork and gravy, but we're having it like pulled pork. So I've got it in some of these white baps. I think whenever you have something like pulled pork, you have to have it in white rolls. I've got some applesauce on there. I've made up some stuffing. So we've got pork, stuffing and applesauce in baps. And then I've got some little mini roasties that were done in the Ninja and some steamed broccoli on the side. So it's sort of a roast dinner come pulled pork sandwich combination, whatever that is. But looking forward to this and not looking forward to going back to work tomorrow after a lovely long, just about 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks tomorrow since I was last at work. So, yeah, I've had a really nice break, but I'm not particularly looking forward to going back and the big pile of emails and issues and problems there will be for me to sort out when I get there. But for now, I'm going to enjoy this pork roast baps with stuffing, roast potatoes and broccoli. Hi everybody, so it's Tuesday night after the long bank holiday weekend and my first day back at work after 2 weeks off. It was manic. I didn't leave work until nearly 7:30. So it's well after 8 o'clock now. So something really simple I was glad was on the menu, because when I walked in tonight I was tempted to say let's just order some takeaway. But actually something really simple for dinner. I just turned the Ninja on and got everything cooked. So we've got some crispy French fries. We've got some chicken quarter pounders with some burger cheese melted on the top. We've got some iceberg lettuce, some seeded brioche buns, and then an assortment of sauces. There's also ketchup and mayo, assortment of sauces to have on the burgers. So very simple burgers and French fries, chicken burgers and French fries for the end of a very busy day, and normal service in the kitchen will resume tomorrow. Hi everybody, so we're on to Wednesday evening and a really simple Cajun chicken pasta for dinner tonight. This literally takes kind of 20 minutes to put together. So I cooked up a pot of pasta, and then while that was cooking, I put some onion and peppers into the pan and just softened them up a little bit. I added some diced chicken and some Cajun seasoning and just let that all cook together until the chicken was cooked through. Then I added about 200 mils of chicken stock and a pot of this seriously spreadable. I've used the lighter one, but you could use the full fat one. I can't remember what the this is the Aldi version, and I can't remember what the branded version is called now because I like this one so much. But it's the pot size is 110 grams, and I used the whole pot. And you could use cream cheese instead. I have used cream cheese in this type of dish before, but this gives it more of a cheesy, kind of a cheddary cheesy flavour, as opposed to just the creaminess of cream cheese. So I quite like using these to make a sauce with, and it melts down really nicely with the chicken stock. Once that was melted, I just stirred through the cooked pasta, and then we're having it with some slices of garlic baguette. So really simple, 20-minute meal on a busy work night or busy weekday night. Filling, usually quite child friendly. If your children don't eat peppers, you could put some peas or corn or something in instead. You could have it with salad on the side, and you could do different flavorings. I've used Cajun, but you could use kind of Indian spices, or you could use taco seasoning or fajita style seasoning or something like that instead, or even like barbecue type seasoning, the dry seasoning mix. So you could really change this up for whatever kind of flavours your family enjoys. So we're off to enjoy our Cajun chicken pasta on a Wednesday night. Hi everybody, so it's Thursday night, and tonight we've got more kind of comfort food. I've got these chunky breaded fish portions cod that I got from Aldi, and I cooked them in the Ninja. And then instead of chips, I just fancied some mashed potatoes. Don't know why, just in my head. Came home, went to go start peeling potatoes for chips, and decided I wanted mash. And then I've got mushy peas, and the boys have got garden peas, but they don't like mushy peas. So that's a quick and simple dinner for a Thursday night. Again, a bit of a mix this week of kind of making things from recipes or putting things together, not necessarily recipes, but creating meals and just heating stuff up and throwing it on a plate, because that's the sort of week we're having. So looking forward to sort of a fish, potatoes and peas meal on a Thursday night. Hi everybody, it's Friday night at last. A short week, but it's felt like a very long week. And so we're having a Friday night fakeaway. I've got some egg noodles here. This is just some dry egg noodles that I've just boiled and then coated in a bit of soy sauce. And then in the pan here I've got some chicken, onions, peppers, sweet corn, all cooked up together. And then I've just used some sweet chili sauce from a bottle. I've used this bottle that we picked up. I think it was in B&M or somewhere. The Full Moon sweet chili sauce. I've just got that poured over to give it a kind of a, without buying a package of specific stir fry sauce, I've just used a sweet chili sauce and a bit of a glug of soy sauce. So that's our quick and simple Friday night fakeaway. As you can see, the Ratty boys have got some of the corn, some peppers, some noodles, and they will have some pieces of just plain chicken on top of that. I've got some of those little chicken bites in the fridge, and just add some of that. So they are pretty much having what we're having, but without the sweet chili sauce and the onion, which is not so good for them. So off to enjoy this on a Friday night, and looking forward to the weekend. And it is September. Happy September. I love autumn. Fall is one of my favourite times of the year. I don't know what it is about it. The nights start to draw in. It starts to get cool. You get your big fluffy sweaters out, your nice warm pyjamas. And I don't know, there's something I really like about autumn. Even though I enjoy summer and being out in the fresh air and nice long nights, autumn is my favourite, one of my favourite times of the year, because you don't have the busyness that comes with winter and the holiday season and Christmas and New Year and all of that stuff going on. You just get to enjoy autumn, I think. And so I'm a bit of an autumn girl. So I am glad it's September. The calendar has turned over. Back to school for Caleb next week. So we're just going to enjoy this weekend before things get back into much more normal routine next week. But first of all, we're going to go and eat our Friday night fakeaway of sweet chili chicken and noodles. Hi everybody, so it's Saturday and we're ending the week with a chicken and rice dinner. So we've got some chicken and broccoli, which I've just stir-fried up with a couple of sachets of stir-fry sauce. I think this one is sweet chili and garlic. And we've got some fluffy white rice, and then I've got some of these chicken and vegetable spring rolls. These are the Aldi ones. They're in the frozen section. They're new packaging. They're quite big. So if I put my finger there, you can see they're quite big spring rolls compared to the little kind of bite-sized ones that you usually get. And these ones are chicken and vegetable, but they also have just vegetable. We popped them in the Ninja 180 degrees for 12 minutes, and they've come out nice and crispy. So that is this looks a really funny colour on this video, but it's quite orangey. I think it must just be the light in here tonight. It is quite orangey. It's not that kind of strange colour that looks. I'm not really sure what colour it is, but it is a lot more sweet chili looking than that looks on there. So off to enjoy this on a Saturday night. Thank you for joining us for this week of meals, and we look forward to seeing you back here on the SeeSaw soon.